with Gage, he's just, how much has the rapport you guys already have pre-existing for Minnesota? How much has that helped kind of get him adjusted to the defense and help him contribute right away?
It helps a lot. I know his personality, I know his family. I know how to coach him, how he learns. The biggest thing people don't understand in the transfer portal is even though they played in the program, it's a whole different scheme, whole different terminology. So I'm able to help him through that process. I know him as a person, help him through that process, help us play this year.
Something Brian talked about earlier last week was how athletic this defensive front is. For what you guys do at defensive tackle, like how important is athleticism?
It's really important, Michael. I think the ability to bend and the ability to go lateral and forward is really important. The ability to bend. So a lot of times in a football play, you get in a bad football position because the guy blocking is a good player. And the ability to bend and get off that block is something I see really improve this year. So I'm really pleased with that.
And just, can you compare it to last year? And the difference maybe you see with guys like Devin and Gage, and maybe even the improvement of someone like Tommy?
Yeah, I just think we're moving better laterally. I think Coach Matt did a really good job in the weight room. So I think we're bending better, we're moving better. We have confidence, and that improves in the play.
Anyone separating themselves at this point, or is the group pretty?
No, I think they're really working hard. I think the guy I'm really pleased with is DJ Leonard. He's having a great camp, really great camp. And he's one of the person that I challenged him this offseason with his bend. And he worked in our program every day. And now he sees the results. And I said to him last night, the biggest challenge, can you do it during training camp? Can you do it during the season? And he's keep doing it. And now last season, he was always there, but could not make the play. Whether it was strength, whether it was being young, whether it was just not getting off blocks. And then this year, he's making plays, he's getting confident. So I'm really excited about his growth right now as a player in this program.
What was it about Devin when you saw him? Just walk us through like how you found him and what really stood out to you. When
I
you
think
first saw him?
any player that starts every game in their career, it is really hard to come as a freshman and play defensive line. It's about strength. But besides strength, the players as freshmen gotta have the right character and the right toughness. And that's what he is. He has great character, he has great care level, he's really tough, he's heavy and he's strong, and he plays with a really flat back. So he's strong, he's able to hold the point, but to play every game in college at Colorado State, that's really impressive. So in games he's missed, he only missed 2 games in his 4-year career was because of his injury his freshman year. So, and the film speaks to himself, and he is so coachable. That's the #1 trait that's really impressed about him. When I got to the recruiting project, I really liked him, but until you coach them, you don't know if they're really coachable, because sometimes they give you the answer to the test that you want to hear in recruiting. But with him, he is so coachable. And every day I can challenge him. Hey, Dev, I want this, I want this and this. And he's just coaching. The next day he responds the right way.
Jim, yesterday you were, during drills, you were complimenting Marcus Calvin quite a bit. What have you seen from him?
Just his ability to bend and movement. Stuff I saw in high school. You know, he was really, the first time I saw him play basketball, I said, this is really impressive. Someone 315 pounds that can move around and bend. But just the way he changed direction, the way he bends. So he's got a long way to go. He knows that. Once again, he's got a great mindset. You know, everything he wants to go twice in the drill instead of once, which I really admire and respect. So I'm pleased with where he's going. I'm pleased with Blake's at. He's working really hard. He's changed his body. He just turned 18 years old. He's 283 pounds today. So his progression is going nicely too.
What's it like leading a unit that has such a high proportion of newcomers, whereas the defense as a whole has so much returning talent?
It's fun. It's different. You know, every year is his own year. And this year we have some players that play, and there's some players that want to play more. So it's a good mix of players. And the one thing about this room is this is the most coachable room I've coached in 31 years. They're really coachable. And they come in with a good mindset. They don't complain, they just work. And I push them really hard, and there's never no feedback, there's never no complaining. They just go, go, go.
Who's sticking out from a leadership perspective?
I think all of them. You know, each individual. I tell the players all the time, we need everybody. Right? The misconception is we don't need. We need every single player, because you never know when your time's going. Right? It could be injury, it could be this, it could be that, and next thing you know, someone's up that wasn't up. So to me, I don't really take that. I tell the players all the time, it's my job to get you ready. It's your job when your number's called to produce. So that's kind of what I tell the players right now. So to me, I'm getting everyone ready to play this year, and then we'll determine who plays when we're ready to determine who plays.
What does that timeline look like? When would you want to make that decision on what you're teaching?
We got a long way to go. I am not even worried about that. I worry about improving today. I thought we got better from today than yesterday. That's what I worry about. And you worry about that. Like football is a great sport because all it cares about how hard you work. The harder you work, the more success you have. I just keep telling the players that just keep working hard, and then you get the results from it later down the road.
Tommy Dunn is somebody you talked about in the spring of changing his body. Just in camp, what have you seen from him so far?
I think his body, his maturity, his ability to go longer, harder. You know, last season he was a work in progress, and just he got confidence, and he just keeps growing as a person. And as long as he keeps growing as a person, he's going to become a really good football player. And I've been focusing on just growing as a person, because he's really talented athletically. As long as we keep focusing on the growth he is off the field, which he's doing every day, the results will take care of itself.